Hey Joe, this is John, West Coast Connects. We reached out and spoke with you on Friday. In fact, Janessa reached out, promised this free video, so here it is. I'm going to keep things really short and sweet. Just want to show you 3 tips that you could do to potentially increase your traffic online and really, build up that customer base. So, with that, let me get started. Love the logo. This is really cool. Your site is really well put together. You have a form submit right here, click to call. People can get a hold of you very easy. You have your social media icons, your Google My Business, your Twitter, your Instagram, your Yelp. So everything's right here, which is important because a lot of people don't scroll below this. So you want few ways to um, a few ways to convert, right? And so you have that. So you're doing a really good job there. The color scheme, it looks really well put together. So there's a lot of good things here. You even have quite a bit of content, which is great. Super important. And content is important because it's what you get found for, right? And looking at what you're ranking for, you are ranking for 109 keywords, and a lot of them are buyer specific keywords, which is great, like roof repair Richmond, Cypress roofer, Katy roofer, Cypress Texas roof repair. But you can see, outside of your name, you're just not really high enough to get any volume. You see, you're on the second page, bottom of the first page, third page, fourth page. So you're really just too far down to really get any traffic. And what I would suggest is, these service areas you service that you want to focus on, really build out location pages for them. So Houston, Katy, Cypress, Sugarland, some of these areas with higher volume, like Richmond, has some volume there, but a lot of it, it might be Virginia or Kentucky. It's all over the place a little bit. So I definitely would start with potentially, Cypress, Katy, Houston, and Sugarland specifically, and then make sure you have a lot of content on those pages that have keywords in specific places. So, if I wanted to rank for, say, roofing companies Houston, right? And there's 600 searches a month for that one particular keyword. And as you can see, just here with roof, roofs, roofing, roofer, roofers, and Houston, there's 19,000 searches a month. That's not including Katy, Cypress, Sugarland. That's not including any of those locations. But if I wanted to rank for roofing companies Houston, I would have that as a heading. I would have it within my content. I would save an image as that. So instead of this being saved as asphalt roof, Richmond, Texas, which is probably a good keyword. It's not a bad keyword to be found for. There's just probably not a ton of volume there in terms of how many people are searching it every month. But I might save this as roofing companies Houston, and you're more apt to rank if you have those keywords within your content. And then content is also a ranking factor, so it's one of the reasons why Wikipedia and Yelp do so well is they just have a ton of content. So, I definitely would add those location pages with those buyer specific keywords and quite a bit of content through your site. So that would be my first tip. My second tip would just be to really build this Google business profile up. So, what a lot of people don't realize is how incredibly useful a tool these are. And when someone searches, people search differently, right? Some people click on the first thing they see, which is a great reason to, be Google sponsored or run Google ads, which get above the fold. And, for the people that click on the first thing they see, that's, what will get them. Some people click on these Google business profiles, and they can pull up to 40% of the traffic, sometimes even more. So, on a 600 search a month keyword, you're looking at 240 searches going to these right off the bat, which is a great way to pull traffic to your site if you can be in this top three. And then lastly, the organics listings is where you can pull traffic as well, and that top spot is about 31%. So normally, right, it all fluctuates, it all depends on who's searching and how they're searching. But to build this up, the first thing is to get reviews. And reviews are there's 3 ways we found that have been great to really get reviews. The first is you can like do a CRM, like email clients after the job's done, ask for reviews, and that's pretty productive. That's pretty effective. Although sometimes after the job's done, they don't really want to email their, their work's done. They're not going to reach out anymore or do any of that stuff. So, for that, for people that like that, what one thing that we found is great is a QR code, right? You create a QR code, you hook it to your Google review form, and you print it off, laminate it, give it to your installers. And when they're done with the job, the property owner, they can give it to their property owner and say, hey, can you scan this? Give us a review real quick with your phone. And it takes a matter of seconds, if not a minute, to get a review up and done. So if you can get one or two a year, you're looking at, or one or two a week, you're looking at 50 to 100 a year. So pretty productive there. And then obviously you can purchase reviews. A lot of companies such as ourselves offer that service. But, typically the organic is the best way to go. All this information needs to be pretty consistent. So your address, which you have hidden, which is fine, your hours, your email, your website, your phone number, you know, Google wants to see that everybody searching on different platforms, whether it be your Yelp page, your, Angie's List, Google, Home Advice, whatever platform, your website, they want to see that everybody searching on any of those platforms can get the same accurate information. So it's really important that the information be accurate on all, in a variety of different platforms. And then last, you want to save photos that are saved as keywords. So again, if we're wanting to rank for roofing companies Houston, I would save a photo as that and then geotag it for save this location. And Google will think that you did a service or work in that area. And last but not least, continue to build up and grow your site. So you do have 77 referring domains that are sending almost 500 links back to your site. And these referring domains is what really builds up your strength and power. And more specifically, these do follow links. So you have 60 of those that are sending power, and your site's not too strong with those 60. Typically, you want to be 20s, 30s, 40s, and more of a 1-to-1 ratio. So you could, definitely increase there. And just to show you some of your competition, this is Houston Roofing and Construction. And as you can see, they have about 40 more, and they're at a 30 and a 16. So quite a bit stronger. They're ranking on almost 2,000 keywords, and they're getting 1,500 clicks a month. So, this is something you can get to. You can continue to build and strengthen and grow your site up to that point. It doesn't happen overnight, but it is something that gradually, you can really build yourself up and get consistent traffic from buyer intent keywords from people that are searching for roofing companies outside of like your name, right? So I hope this has been helpful and informative. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions, comments, concerns. We would love to get your feedback. Uh, if you'd like to meet with us, myself or my business partner Jackie, who's there in Tomball, would love to reach out at whatever time is convenient for you. We do have a link to our Google Calendar. You can fill out whatever time period and right and fits for your schedule, and we'll give you a call at that time. So with that, have a great day and God bless.